started.
I rock. Or so he claims. Okay, e4. Let's see, what did I do against e4 recently? Sicilian and e5. Oh, time for a French. Let's play a French defense. Center counter. Italian, yeah, French. Okay, this is a Tarrasch variation. I play c5 and allow him to give me an isolated pawn if he wants. And then I counterattack the center with knight c6. So normal moves so far. I don't know when to... okay, queen. Is queen b6 an idea? Pawn takes, knight takes, knight takes, queen takes. Maybe it is an idea. Let's try it. One of those French defense moves. Just directly going after the center. I guess he could just play knight to knight g3 here. Knight b3. Knight b3 defends the pawn, attacks my pawn. It's probably good. What else has he got? Bishop move is not good, no. No, I think knight b3 is a logical move here. There's pawn moves are possible, of course. Takes. Exposing my king with taking the d pawn. Yeah, now can I just... Isn't this one of those positions where I can win a pawn? Okay, maybe not. Pawn takes, knight takes, queen takes, and then he can move the bishop with check. And then I play bishop here, and he can take. I'm gonna give it a shot. Thing is, there's two pieces in between his queen and my queen. So it's not immediately obvious that he can win material. But there could be some tricky knight move before moving the bishop with check. I just have to retreat my queen out of there on any knight move, yeah. So probably queen here. Queen back to b3. Queen back to b6, or queen to f6. I don't want the queen on f6. It seems to get in the way of my pieces. Defending the queen is an idea too. Bishop, now this is an idea. Bishop to c5, threatening mate, but he has bishop to e3, and that probably wins something for him. Okay, so just queen back to b3. You snag your pawn and run. There are lines where white deliberately sacrifices a pawn over here to get improved development, and this may be okay for white. I don't really know. You just have to ask yourself, what's the compensation? The thing is, I have no pieces developed, and he's got two pieces out and he's ready to castle. So he has some compensation. I don't know if there's a direct attack yet. And it takes me a while to unwind. Knight to e7 to g6. Knight to f6 is an idea. Maybe it's faster. Knight f6, e5, and knight to e4, bishop takes, pawn takes. And then I can develop my bishop. And I may end up losing the e-pawn, but I started out a pawn up, so That may be a way to play it, get out of my developmental difficulties here. Well, at least white is stopping to think. That's always encouraging. It's tough to be defeated in a move where your opponent is moving at lightning speed. Annoying is maybe a better word. Okay, what's he thinking about? Yeah, it's a long think. That was from 6:54 to 5, and that's almost 2 minutes. He should just take on D5 and open up my king here. That's what I would do is if I was him. He also has queen here, check. Bishop here, it does not work. Six, yeah, it's over 2 minutes. If he disconnected, I usually find out about it within about 2 minutes, but don't know what's going on. I have a check, actually. Okay, there he goes. He plays the move. Yeah, I was expecting that. I have this check bishop. Maybe a way to get some quick development. Bishop here, check. What does he do about it? He can interpose with the knight, and I can at least grab the pawn. If he interposes with the bishop, I will trade it off, and then I'll take the pawn. Just trying to evacuate my king side rapidly.
Check.
Because there is an issue here of my own development. So now a check along the center line I can answer with bishop. A check on the e file I can answer with bishop e6 or knight e7. Probably bishop e6 because I would really like to get the knight to f6 if I can. Or even queen e6, if he's checking with the queen. Probably not. Okay, let's go bishop e6 anyway. No, let's go knight f6 first, and then if he checks, then I play bishop e6. So anyway, yeah, if I can complete my development, get my king to safety, then I will be okay in this game at least, and maybe better.
Check.
Yeah, and now he can put pressure on the bishop with knight g5. Knight g5 castles, knight takes, pawn takes. The queen is defending it laterally. So maybe that's good enough. It actually brings a pawn into the center to support the d pawn. So that might be okay for me. And he can play bishop to f4, taking advantage of the pin, but I just castle, I think. But let's think about this. Bishop f5, rather. Bishop f5, castles, bishop takes, pawn takes, knight to g5, hitting the pawn. Well, then I have a rook over to defend the pawn. And he's not threatening mate because his queen is on the wrong diagonal. And my knight is still there defending. So what else? Yeah, so I think, yeah, he tries knight g5, bishop f5, knight to knight g5, okay. I was going to say knight d4, and I take it is not possible because of the check. So it's actually, it would have been safe to play knight d4 as well, right? Okay, that's castle. Can't stop him from grabbing that pawn. From grabbing the bishop, rather. And he's not attacking the pawn just yet, it's defended. And now the bishop can't add pressure because my bishop is no longer pinned, so I don't know what he's got in this position. And if he lets me, I'm going to play knight to g4 and start putting some pressure on his f2 pawn. Get my rooks out. So he still has that vestige of a lead in development. As his pieces are more active here, my rooks are still behind. I just managed to castle, but if I can increase the activity of my pieces over the next few moves, and these trades probably work in my favor. And not much to think about there. I have to retake with the pawn. And so now, yeah, this was his idea, coming out with the queen. He can bring the rook forward too. So rook over and rook to oh, but this is interesting. I can play knight to knight to e4 hits his queen and it attacks the f2 pawn. So if he takes it, the bishop, I can throw in queen takes here, check. King runs to the corner and then take the bishop. If the queen moves, I can still win this pawn. This might be a way to simplify things a bit for me. I'll give up one of these pawns in exchange for his f-pawn. Oh, he goes there. I thought I could still take. For example, knight takes, queen takes, pawn takes. And then he could try and pin the knight, but then I can just retreat, right? So knight takes. Oh, his bishop is hanging. He's attacking my pawn. Okay, a couple things I missed there. Man, oh man. So fortunately I was attacking his bishop because my pawn was hanging. Now, do I have any nice attack on his king? I don't see it. I guess I just picked up another pawn. Okay, so let's defend the e-pawn, so that's not hanging. And then move the knight somewhere. Maybe to g5, g4. Knight g4. And then just try to push through with e4, e5. Bishop there hitting the knight. I like the knight in its advanced position, but if I could get to this square, it'd be even better. I didn't see a way to get there. I was thinking knight back to here, but then he just moves his bishop back, and that's just repetition. That's nothing special going on there. I still want to play e5, e4. Just push these pawns through the center. Now, I think I don't want to defend that pawn. I think I want to give that up. Give up both those pawns, though. Let's see. If I play here, idea is knight to d5, defending the b pawn. Oh man, he's getting the better of me here. Okay, let's pause. He's attacked my rook. And if I move the rook, he can take this pawn. Now, if he takes this pawn, do I have a trick with the knight? Knight to this square is actually threatening checkmate. So maybe it's worth something. Because it's guarding the f8 square there, f1 square.
Checkmate.
Okay, well that was kind of a time win. He was starting to turn the corner there. Anyway, I guess I will do a post-mortem on this and upload it. See you guys later. Bye.